Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba. Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba. The Torah is a tree of life to those who hold it near. It has so much to teach us that we read it all each year. And the more you study it, the happier you'll be. Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths are peace. Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba. Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much for coming tonight, and we're really looking forward to this service as we celebrate the joyous holiday of Simchat Torah, which commemorates the ending and the beginning of the cycle of reading the Torah throughout the year. And we are also celebrating the consecration of many of our new students here at religious school. So we're excited about that too. I'd like to warm up with a couple of songs and have you sing along as well. And I think we'll start off with a very familiar song, Hine Matov, which you will find on page 644. At the top of the page on 644. Tohu manayim shevet achim tam yachad. Hine ma tohu manayim shevet achim tam yachad. Hine ma tohu shevet achim tam yachad. Hine ma tohu shevet achim tam yachad. Hine ma tohu manayim shevet achim tam yachad. Hine ma tohu manayim shevet achim tam yachad. And let us now liven things up a little bit with this next song on page 648. A song called Shir Chadash, which means a new song. We sometimes call it Shiru Ladonai as well, which is the first couple of words, which means sing to the Lord, sing to God. I don't know if they've passed out shakers, it looks like they are. So feel free to shake along with this rhythm. Shiru Ladonai kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai shir chadash. Shiru Ladonai kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai shir chadash. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth, a new song unto God. Shiru Ladonai kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai let's try the middle part again. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth, new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. I will sing a new song unto God.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody,
Shabbat Shalom.
and Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Who can tell me what Chag Sameach means? When you're Sameach, you are what?
Happy.
Happy, thank you. And Chag means holiday, so it means happy holiday. Excellent. So we are probably the synagogue, we're probably the last synagogue in the United States to be celebrating Simchat Torah. So we wanted to celebrate it on Friday night to make the most of have you guys come here, be the easiest for you to come here. So, but as somebody told me today, you can never celebrate the Torah too much. So we're celebrating the Torah tonight, and we're going to have a consecration service for all the kids starting religious school, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And for anybody watching, I'm live streaming this on YouTube, and for anybody watching out there, this is going to be a very challenging service to live stream. Since I only have that one little tiny camera angle, there's going to be lots of dancing around with the Torah. So I hope the people out there are going to forgive us in advance for any missed angles and opportunities. So right now we're going to start the service. I'm going to invite all the kids in the Aleph class to come on up and open the doors of the Ark curtain. All the Aleph kids, come on up. And please rise, everybody, if you can.
All right.
Okay.
Come on, Olive.
Come on, Aleph kids. Okay, you guys know how to open the Ark curtain? Turn around, because we're going to open the doors. Somebody grab this handle.
Push that away.
Push this one this way, and you're going to push this one this way. Is it really hard? Okay, then stand right there. Doesn't look hard, no. And Matthew, or do you want to grab this string and pull it down? Yep. Okay, we'll let you close it. Okay, and everybody, I know you're wearing a mask, but take your hand and put a kiss symbolically on your mask, and put a kiss on the Torah, because we love the Torah. Okay. All right, take a step back. All right, Matthew, you can close the curtain. Here, come over here. Pull the string down. All the way. So close it all the way. Great job, guys. You can go back to your seats. Excellent job. Please be seated. And we'll start with Chadodi on page 138 to welcome the Shabbat bride.
And feel free to use your shakers and help us to sing along and shake along with our version of the Chadodi. Lecha dodi, lekrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, lekrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dikur echad, ishmiyanu el hamiuchad. Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, Hashem u'tiferet v'li'ila. Lecha dodi, lekrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, lekrat kala, B'nei Shabbat Mikabela. Verse 5. Toreri, Itoreri, Kiva Owe, Kumi, Ori, Uri, Uri, Shida Beiri, Kibod Adonai, Alai, Migla, Echadodi, Echad Kala, B'nei Shabbat Mikabela. Echadodi, Echad Kala, B'nei Shabbat Mikabela. Last verse. Shalom, Ateret Ba'ala, Gam B'Simchat, Utzahola, Tov Emunei, Am Figula, Boi Chala, Zechadodi, Zechad Kala, B'nei Shabbat Mikabela. Lechadodi, Lekrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Mikabela. B'nei Shabbat Mikabela.
And now that we've welcomed the Shabbat bride, we're going to continue with the lighting of the Shabbat and holiday candles that you may find on page 384. I'd like to invite Jen Snyder and Marissa Leppo to come on up and lead us in the candle lighting. And I'd like to invite all of the children to come on up and stand with them also as they light the Shabbat candles. So all children, come on up. We're going to stand right around the candles. Come on, wait. Yep.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat in this festival.
Melting candles.
This is a Shabbat blessing that we do on a holiday, so it's a little bit different from the one we usually sing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat v'yom tov.
Great job, everybody. Go back to your seats. Excellent. And now we are going to continue with the beginning of our service called the Shema Uvirchoteha, the Shema and its blessings, which you may find on page 394. Please rise in body or spirit. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due, now and forever.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamavorach. Baruch Adonai Hamavorach leolam va'ed.
And now we are going to zip right over to the Shema which some of you may know have learned in religious school on page 400. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated. Please join me on the next page, 402, as we chant the V'ahavta prayer. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha v'derech, uv'shachpecha uv'kumecha, uv'shartam le'od al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot ben inecha, uv'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uv'isharecha. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
And now we're going to zip right over to the song that the Israelites sang when they crossed the Red Sea to freedom from Pharaoh's grip, called Mi Chamocha, a song you may have heard of on page 406. And let's jingle along.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Nora tehilot, oseh peleh, Nora tehilot, oseh peleh, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Malchutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam mipnei Moshe u'Miriam, ve'eli anu v'yamaru, ve'eli anu v'yamaru. Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Adonai imloch leolam va'ed.
And now we're going to continue with another song. Vishamru, the people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time, on page 410. And shake along with this one too.
Vishamru Israel HaShabbat V'azor et HaShabbat L'Torah tambourine olam Vishamru B'nei Yisrael HaShabbat V'azor et HaShabbat L'Torah tambourine olam B'nei uvein B'nei Yisrael, Ohoti le'olam. Vishamru כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ששמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. שמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
And now we're going to continue with the next section of our service called the Tefillah, which means the prayer, on page 468. Please rise in body or spirit and prepare to shake along.
Anananananana Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha, Ananananana Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha, Ananananana Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha, Ananananana Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha, Ananananana Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha, Ananananana Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Page 470, please join me in the chanting of the Avot prayer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevig Ula Livnei V'Nehem, Leman Shemo Yahava, Melech Ozer, Moshiach U'Mageh, Baruch atah Adonai, Magehim, Abraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Page 472. Ata Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol ata Rav lehoshia, Mechalkei chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Sohomech noflim v'rofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umkayim emunato lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melech, Melech memi, Umkayim, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata lehachayot ha'akol, Baruch atah Adonai mechaye hakol. Page 474. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom yehalelu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated. And now we are going to continue with the singing of Shalom Rav, which you may find on a page that I'm turning to right now, on page 488.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasih Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasih Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasih Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasih Leolam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasih Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasih Leolam. Tasih Leolam. Tasih Leolam.
Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We pause for a moment of silent prayer. And now we're going to continue with the singing of Oseh Shalom, another song where we all need our shakers. On page...
What page is it? 480. No?
Page 180, we know.
Well, 180, we know it's on page 180. In this part of the prayer book, it should be coming soon, but I'm not sure where it is.
492.
492, he says. Thank you, Andy. We were already past that. Okay. Please join me. Oseh Shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu B'yakol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu B'yakol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu B'yakol Yisrael v'imru amen.
And now we're going to continue our very, very special Simchat Torah portion of our service. And who knows what the holiday of Simchat Torah celebrates? Dan, can you tell us?
It is the circle. The end of the Torah and the beginning of the Torah.
Right, we celebrate the reading of the very, very end of the entire Torah, and we celebrate the very, very beginning again, and we end the reading of the Torah, and we immediately begin the reading of the Torah again, because the Torah is like a circle of life, and we're always, always celebrating it and reading it. Exactly. So we're going to take all the Torahs out in a second, and we're going to have 7 Torah parades, which we call in Hebrew. Does anybody know what the Hebrew word for the parades is? Mindy. Hakafot. Right, so we are going to have all the children participating in these Torah parades. And Ellen, will you please give out, all the kids are going to get, and Mindy, all the kids are going to get flags to wave while we walk around with the Torah. And I'm going to invite different people to different adults to hold the Torah, and I've got 2 mini Torahs that the kids can hold for each of the Hakafot. So hopefully almost all the kids will get a chance to hold a Torah. Anybody, a real mini Torah, anybody who wants to. All right, ready? So here we go. We're going to continue on page, on page 494. I'd like to invite people anybody here from the Bet class to come on up and open the Ark curtain. All Bet kids, come on up. Please rise. And for the first Torah Hakafah, this is going to be for all the children, so I'd like to invite all the rest of the children to come on up. And our first 3 Torah holders, Ben Einsidler, our religious school director and rabbinic intern, will hold a Torah. And Jen Snyder and Marissa Leppo, our 2 religious school chair people, will hold the Torah. All right.
In kamocha va'Elohim Adonai, in kema'asecha, malchutecha, kol olamim, umemshaltecha, v'kol dor v'ador. Adonai elech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch, leolam va'ed. Adonai oz lamo yitin, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Avaratamin etiva etoncha et yiton. Kidnei omo Yerushalayim, kidnei omo Yerushalayim, ki v'cha levanotanu, melech elam b'cha adon olamim.
Everybody follow Jen. It's going to make a big so that was our first hakafah. And our second hakafah is for board members. So Andy, our temple president, grab a Torah. And who else is here? Ellen, Shelley. Actually, Ellen, I'm saving you for later. Jeff, come on up. And it's for all the kids also, strangely enough.
And you get to do another parade.
Oh, and actually all other temple board members and committee members who are here, come on up and join the hakafah.
No one's doing this from
And a little
David, Melech Yisrael, Hai V'Kayam. 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 Melech Yisrael, Hai V'Kayam. David, 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 Melech Yisrael, Hai V'Kayam.
All right, so this next hakafah is for all the parents of children who are being consecrated this evening. So come on up, so all parents come on up. So Laura, why don't you grab a Torah, and Michelle, you grab a Torah.
How many minutes are we gonna have? 3 minutes is 40.
And Karen, you grab a Torah. Grab a Torah. I happen to have just chosen 3 people who I bat mitzvahed as children, whose children are now in our religious school. All right.
We have to do 7. That's what
All right, we're going to pass. Somebody who hasn't had a turn with a little Torah, take a little Torah. Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Lo yisagoy el goterel.
Laura, go all the way up to the end.
Lo yisagoy el goterel. Lo yimedu ol milchama. 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 Lo yisagoy el goterel. Lo yimedu ol milchama.
All right, so this next hakafah is going to be for anybody who is a grandparent, all grandparents, and anybody here who's a grandchild. Who here is a grandchild? Raise your hand. Okay, good job. All right, so all grandparents, come on up. So Sue, why don't you grab a Torah? And Phyllis, are you able to hold a Torah? All right, and Ellen.
Do not touch it. Oh, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Everyone step away. Don't touch that.
It's all right. We have a little Torah catastrophe. Thank you. All right, we'll put that here for now. Thank you, Michael. All right, so give Phyllis the small Torah. Yeah. Are you sure you're okay? All right. Can you take the big Torah? This is the smallest. That's the smallest.
Phyllis?
Yeah.
No, what? You have to guess.
Okay, but you didn't drop it, so you didn't.
Can you get it?
It's okay. She doesn't, because she gave away. Okay, hold the flag. Hold the flag. Mommy's gonna go sit down.
Is that too much?
If that's too.
Okay, it was an accident.
All right. It doesn't matter. Okay. Thank you.
Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Ora Binu, Ora Binu, Ora Binu Chai.
Everybody should be in this one. You're all grandchildren.
Ora Binu, Ora Binu, Ora Binu Chai. Ora Binu Chai. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Ora Binu, Ora Binu, Ora Binu Chai. Ora Binu, Ora Binu, Ora Binu Chai. Ora Binu, Ora Binu, Ora Binu Chai. Ora Binu Chai.
All right. Usually I have a special hakafah for the women, but the poor men I think need some a little special hakafah for them. So Michael and Howard and Dan, come on up to grab the Torahs. And this is for anybody who is of any gender. If you're a gender, all right.
Okay, who's counting? What number we remember this?
Okay, go ahead, guys. All right, I hate to admit this, but I've lost count. How many hakafot was that?
That was the fifth one.
That was the fifth one? Good for you. All right, so this next hakafah is for our new members. So if you join the temple this year, come on up. And it's for all the kids. And do you want to grab a Torah? Why don't you guys grab Torahs? Are you able to? Pick a Torah. Okay, great. Pick a Torah, any Torah. And Richard, come on up and hold the Torah. Oh, you can't? Ellen, did you get a chance to hold the Torah? The smallest one is available. All right. All right, so we have now arrived at the very, very special final hakafah, and you're not going to believe this. You know where we're going to go now? We are going to take the Torahs. We're going to go all the way outside, and we're going to dance all the way through the parking lot. We're going to dance all the way through the sukkah, and then we're going to go all the way into the social hall, then all the way back here. Who has enough energy to do that? You all have enough energy to do that? All right, I believe you. All right, so we need anybody else who wants to hold a Torah who hasn't had a chance, come on up and grab a Torah.
Didn't get one yet.
Okay. Let's go straight out. In the sukkah first, and then come on in. We're going to stay here and dance. What happened to the Torahs? Okay, everybody hold hands in a circle. No, we're going to dance now. Everybody with a Torah, get in the middle. So let's do the whole dance around the line.
Form a circle.
Let's dance our way into the sanctuary. How do we get back here? I know, it's a mystery.
Do we go up here?
You can go back to your seats for now. You're gonna come up in a minute.
Are we gonna,
Okay. What? In a little while. We're almost getting ready.
is the back door? I'm at 8,
Yeah.
7. What is
All right, so we are now going to read from the very, very, very end of the Torah. And Ben is going to come over and read that. And Jeff, why don't you're on deck. So come on over here and have a seat. Oops, things keep falling off here.
These ones can go down.
All right, so I'm glad all the kids are up here because Simchat Torah is the only holiday where you can do an aliyah, say the blessings over the Torah before become bar mitzvah. So, you guys may be seated. And Dan, why don't you come on over? And grab this. And so why don't you lead all the kids in the, wait, oh, you're doing this. Oh, right, I forgot, yep. Right, so this then is gonna do the reading at the very end of the Torah, and the last, does anybody know what happens at the very end of the Torah?
It says the word Israel.
What?
It says the word Israel.
Oh my God, you're so smart. The last word of the Torah is
We know
the...
that because we saw it. Last Sunday we went in here and we read some of the Torah.
Oh my God, you tricked me.
That's how we know it.
You came in here last week and you saw the very end of the Torah, and the last word was Israel. Do you know what Israel is in Hebrew?
Sounds a little like it.
Sounds a lot like
Israel.
Yisrael. Excellent. Is that what you were going to say? Were you going to say that?
Israel's like.
I was
Exactly.
just gonna say no idea.
You were just going to say no idea. All right. That's a legitimate answer. All right. So why don't we have this Ben come on over and lead us in the Aliyah, which you may find on page 498. So come over here, and all the kids come and get close.
We're close. We're
Okay,
close.
get close. All right.
Am I close?
Yeah.
You're different. We're close. Okay, a little
Baruch Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
And if you guys want to walk behind and actually see the Torah, you want to watch him read it?
Take a look.
You want to?
I want to see it.
You want to see it? Okay, then come right over and stand next to them. Stand, walk right around here.
But you can also go over there.
That's right. You can also go over
Put
there.
it on this side.
Okay.
To the
Yep.
other side if you want to see better.
Amen. Lokam Navi'ot B'Yisrael K'Moshe Asher Yida'ohu Adonai Panim El Panim V'chol ha'otot v'hamotim Asher Shlacho Adonai La'asot Be'eretz Mitzrayim לפרעה ולכל עבדיו ולכל ארצו ולכל היער החזקה ולכל המורה הגדול אשר עשה משה לעיני כל ישראל.
Everybody say Kol Yisrael.
Kol Yisrael.
And then we say Chazak, Chazak, V'nit Chazek. May you be strong, may you be strong. Excellent, that was excellent.
We had a good teacher.
Okay, all right. Now when you're going to do the blessing after the Torah.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Michael, can you come up and lift the Torah? And Marissa, you want to dress? Please rise, we're going to switch Torahs now.
You're ready, right?
Excuse me, guys.
All the weight is on the right hand side.
For the holidays.
A little balance. There we go.
Torah Asher Sam Moshe B'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai Miyad Moshe.
This is the one we read.
This is the one you read?
The back class read this one.
Oh, the Beck class read from this one?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, and now We are going to read the very, very beginning of the Torah, so there's no gap of time between them. And you may be seated,
My bad.
and you guys can stay right here. And does anybody know what happens at the very, very, very beginning of the Torah? Yes.
I forgot.
Hazel.
God creates the world.
God creates the world. Wonderful. And what's the very first word of the Torah? Does anybody know? You knew the last word. Who knows the first word? Yes.
Israel.
Okay, that was the very end of the Torah. That was perfect for the end of the Torah. Who remembers the very beginning, first word?
Asha and Shneer.
That was a really good guess.
Baruch
Almost.
Almost. A very good, very close. Shelley, want to help us out? Bereshit, which means in the beginning. All right. So, do you want to lead us in the Aliyah? Isn't the blessings again?
Can I?
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamelech.
Baruch Adonai Hamavorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
I'm going to read in the Hebrew, then I'll translate in the English. Amen. Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim v'et haaretz. V'haaretz hayeta tohu vavoku v'choshech al pnei techom v'ruach Elohim merachefet al pnei hamayim. Vayomer Elohim yehi or. Vayi or. Vayar Elohim et haor ki tov. V'yavdel Elohim et haor uven hachoshech. Vayikra Elohim la'or yom. V'lachoshech kara layla. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth was unformed and void, and darkness rippling over the waters, and the Spirit of God rippling over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good. And God separated between the light and the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness God called night. And there was evening and there was morning, one day.
Baruch Adonai Hamavorach. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torat Emeth V'chayei Olam Nata B'tocheinu. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Do you want to lift your Torah? Please rise again.
V'zot HaTorah Asher Sam Moshe Lifnei Bnei Yisrael Al Pi Adonai B'yad Moshe.
Okay, and now I'd like to invite all the children to go back up to your seats because I'm going to call you up again in a minute.
Why can't we just stay here then?
Because I can't,
Eventually won't be able to call you out.
because then I won't be able to call you up. Okay, and Ben, don't go too far away because you're up next. All right, you guys are going to get comfortable. All right, so now I would like to invite Ben Einsidler to come back up and just say a few words about consecration, which is going to happen right now. And this is why we're going to call each of you up after he finishes introducing what consecration is all about and welcoming you to the school. And everybody's going to get a prize and a certificate. So take it away, Ben.
Shabbat Shalom. So good to see everyone. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I am beyond thrilled that we're able to celebrate consecration in person tonight. It is really a machaya. It's really life affirming. As our students so knowledgeably told us, the very last word of the Torah is Yisrael, which ends in the letter Lamed. The very first word of the Torah is Bereshit, which begins with a bet. The word Lamed Bet in Hebrew is lev, heart in Hebrew. The Torah is the heart of who we are, and there's another teaching that school children give breath to the world. So when we combine our breath with our heart, we become one people and one body, and it is such a joy to turn from the end of the Torah back to the beginning to keep learning. And in the spirit of keeping on learning and having learning be a lifelong pursuit, consecration is when we honor our newest learners in the religious school who are discovering the joy of Judaism and our tradition for the very first time, or not quite the very first time, but around the very first time. And it's great to honor them tonight as we delve into a new cycle of Torah reading. I'll say in closing that every single year I am always finding something new when I reread the Torah. These are stories that we've known for millennia, centuries, and there's always something new to get. And I'm always surprised when I hear something new that I learned from our students, which has already happened. So I'm looking forward to many, many more of those moments this year. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Stay up here. So thank you, Ben. That was really beautiful, and we are really, really thrilled to have you as our educator and our rabbinic intern. It's been a huge opportunity for our congregation to learn and to just be enriched by your presence. So thank you very much. And so now, before we call you up, I just wanted to say that since I've been at this congregation, I always have consecration with children standing under my tallis. And this tallis is very, very old. This tallis is probably older than most of your parents. And I got it when I was in Israel, studying my first year of rabbinical school. And so I love to have the children stand underneath it because it also, in addition to everything that Ben said, it makes a wonderful connection with the state of Israel and how important that is. It's part of our heart as well. And so I always like to have important people, symbolic members of our congregation, come up and hold it. So Andy, our temple president, come on over and hold one end. And Jen and Marissa, come on up and hold it. And Ellen, come on up. It's our religious and ritual chair.
Stand. You sure? Yeah.
Okay, so when I call your name, come on up, and you're going to stand under the tallis, and then we're going to say a few special things. Do you want to say their names, and I'll give them a little something?
Sure.
Okay, come over here.
This feels so formal. When I call you, please approach the bima. Diego de Girolamo.
Yay!
De Girolamo.
Diego.
Mazel tov.
Liana de Paiva.
Under the.
Is she here?
Nope.
Nope. She's not here either. Alice Lepo.
All right, Alice.
Which one?
Alice.
Hazel Lepo.
Congratulations.
June Markle.
Wait, where's it? Don't forget.
Yep.
Here you go.
Genevieve Mikolinski.
Hey, Genevieve.
Juliana Mikolinski.
Hey, Juliana.
Marshall Thomashow.
All right, yay, Marshall.
Alexis.
Why not?
Yep. Sorry, yeah, I knew that. Alexis Weiner. Everyone has a last name. Okay. Alexis.
Yeah.
Eliana Weinstone.
Okay. I still have my.
And Samara Weinstone.
There you go. Let me get you one of that. Yep. That was my fault. Here. Okay, everybody stand under there. And Matthew. We've got Matthew.
Matthew Reinhold.
Here you go, Matthew. Great job, stand under there. And now, I would like to invite the children, if they remember this part from religious school, we're going to say the Shema together. The Shema, the watchword of our Jewish faith. Repeat after me. Shema. Yisrael. Adonai. Eloheinu. Adonai. Echad. In English, Hear, O Israel. Hear, O Israel. The Lord is our God. God is one. Excellent. And now I'm going to invite your parents to stand up. You guys stay right there. I'd like to invite the parents of all the consecration kids to stand up. And Karen, I'm going to pass that one back to her. And you're going to recite the prayer that I gave you before the service over your children. 1, 2, 3, go.
Our Creator and our Teacher, bless these children who have come into your sanctuary with eager minds and warm hearts. This day may they be consecrated to the study of Torah, to lives of loyalty and goodness. Bless will they bring joy to all who love them, and honor to the household of Israel. Strengthen them and guide them in all their ways. Blessed is the Lord, the teacher of Torah, to his people of Israel.
Amen.
Excellent. Amen. All right, and now we're going to sing. We're going to sing Siman Tov U'Mazel Tov, which is the song that we sing on special occasions. Great job. So we can fold the towels back up. But you guys, we're going to now continue with the Elenu on page 586. Please rise. And somebody open the ark curtain by pulling down the string. Oh, but first we're going to put the Torah away. I forgot about that.
Can we go back down?
You can go down if you want, or you can stay up if you want. What page is that?
Is there a different page from what we're used to?
Um,
Look a little ways from there, we'll find it.
That's what I'm going to talk.
and you guys can stand up. And you say what?
Page 514, right?
Page 514. I'll do this 8 times.
Israeli lama chazikim ba betochecha me'ushar yirachecha v'chei Noah v'chol netivatecha shalom Shivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Kadesh Kadesh Yameinu Kadesh Yameinu Kekedem.
And now we can continue with the Elena on 586. You guys can go down or stay up, whatever you want.
Aleinu l'shabeach Adon hakol, v'teitu l'yotzei b'reishit, shelo asanu tigei ha'aratzot, v'lo samanu b'mishachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'dor aleinu v'chol ha'olam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachvim u'modim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Okay, somebody want to close the curtain by pulling down the string?
Can I next time?
Yes, we can next time.
Can I do it next time after?
Yep,
Next time you
good turn taking. All right, you guys can go back to your seats. Please be seated.
And
And now we're almost done with the service. We're going to continue with the introduction to the Kaddish on page 599. We think now of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. We recall Carol Finkel, who died during this past month, and we add to her name the names of those whose yard sites or anniversary of whose deaths occurred this week. Andrew Bales, Nancy Boyle, David Fishlin, Rhoda Grushko, Doris Crystal, John Woodbury. And at this time, if there are names of anybody else you'd like us to keep in our hearts and our minds, we prepare to recite the Kaddish. You may say their names aloud as I look across the room.
Cheryl Segrieve.
Zichronam livracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing. We now rise once again to recite the Kaddish prayer on page 598. V'yit gadal, v'yit gadash, shmei rabbah, v'yalma divrach yirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agalah v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudisha v'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Damiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabbah min shmaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to our country, to Ukraine, to all Israel and all the world, as we say together, amen. Please be seated. And I know this is a crazy mixed up service, but we're now going to continue with Andy Feit, our temple president, giving some announcements.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So as we near the end of the holiday season, things are not slowing down here at Temple Shalom Emeth. So next Friday, kids, you want to listen to this one. Next Friday is the Noah's Ark Shabbat. Pause for Shabbat. Get it? Pause. You know, pause and slow down for Shabbat, but bring your pause. So you can bring your animals leashed, caged, well under control, because we don't need any craziness. But yeah, bring them to services. Next Saturday morning, Ben Einsidler will be holding a Shabbat morning service, starting at 10:30 in the morning, and then a week from Friday is Spooky Shabbat. So it follows Halloween, and we're going to have a trunk or treat. We'll do an outside trunk or treat, going from car to car, decorate your cars, and you'll be able to get treats from everybody.
And you get extra points if it's a Jewish theme.
It's extra points if your car is decorated in a Jewish theme, is the late breaking news here from the rabbi. Sefti is having a Havdalah Ween. It's a hard one to say. Havdalah Ween in conjunction with Temple Tikva in Wayland. That's on the 21st and 22nd. So for the older kids, I think 9th through 12th grade. And then there's an Iron Chef being planned. Our Sefti group is very busy planning this year, which is great. Happy to see that now that we're all back in person. So that's on December 3rd. Just put it on your calendar. You'll hear more about it. Phyllis Neufeld will be sharing some photographs and stories from her recent trip to Sachsenhausen, the concentration camp. Sachsenhausen. October 26th at 7 p.m. She'll be showing some pictures and talking about her experience there. And Phyllis has also offered to share some of her nature photography a week or so later on November 5th. Last is we're just getting started. You'll see some more information on this. The pumpkin smash is being planned to turn the pumpkins into a nice compost to be used in gardens. A nice clean way to end the pumpkin season. That's planned for November 6th at 11:30 in the morning. So lots going on. Pick and choose your favorite things to join us, and we'll see you there.
Excellent. Well done. And so many great things coming up. Bring your animals live or stuffed next week, but not no stuffed animals which are formally alive, please. I know Shelley the turtle is going to be there. Not Shelley the past president. Well, Shelley the past president is going to bring one or two of her animals probably. But Shelley the turtle, who here has an animal at home? Has a dog or a cat at home? Okay, you guys. Hopefully you guys will bring your animal, and everybody can bring their stuffed animals also, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I know my dog is going to be here, and he's going to be looking forward to seeing you, and Ellen Finkelman, whether she likes it or not, is going to be taking care of him so I can lead the service. So, congratulations to all the children and the parents, and right after the service, we're just going to do a closing song. We'll do the blessing, we'll do the Kiddush and the Motzi out there in the social hall. But congratulations to all of you, and I think that's about it. Michael.
So for the Brotherhood, I'd like to announce we're planning a Sunday morning brunch for November 13th. All men of the Brotherhood are invited. If you're not part of the Brotherhood, you are now. And more details will be in next week's announcements.
Excellent. And also late breaking, this is December 3rd, save the date. My nephew, who has become a professional comedian, is going to be coming to the temple to do his stand-up routine. I promised him he could use us as guinea pigs, so save that date as well. All right, so thank you to Ben and everybody else who's helped to put this evening together. And our closing song this evening.
I think we should sing Heveinu Shalom Aleichem.
All right, Heveinu Shalom Aleichem. If anybody wants to come up and sing and dance and shake on the bima, come on up.
And it's on page 644.
Page 644. All right.
Wait, what do you mean by shake?
With your shakers.
Oh, I don't have any shake yet.
Oh, we need a shaker.
No shakers, we need shakers.
We need more shakers.
That's a
Here,
tambourine.
there's one over there.
Here's one. Two shakers, there you go.
Contemporary version of Heveinu Shalom. It's got the words to Hine Matov in it, which is right under it, so you'll see all the words in front of you.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach. Whoever I promised to close the doors of the ark can go close the doors of the ark. I promised them all. Whoa. Excellent. Shabbat Shalom, and join us in the social hall for the blessings. Shabbat Shalom.
You're not looking for a long festival kiddush, are you?